makes the game look easy. I think this was a really good year for him and Gary to see what a good team looks like, what a good team, how they work. They were both very good workers. He's got excellent offensive instincts as far as being able to kind of glide through. He can play point guard in two positions. A lot of times when he was getting in games, he was playing point guard. I think that was a good experience for him. Anybody who watched him play this year was probably encouraged by what they saw, whether it was in pregame workouts, practice. You guys saw glimpses of him. I think it's exciting about the type of player that he can become.
His potential is it's crazy. I mean, I think last year I was here for both his workouts for the team, and he just looked so young. But when I was watching him, he was so explosive. He was a shot maker. He can get to spots on the floor that a lot of people struggle to get to the way he can do it. And being able to shoot the ball, being that type of athlete, really good floater. But I think his demeanor is what sold me. It kind of reminded me of myself a lot, with just how in a room full of grown men in the locker room, he's never uncomfortable. He's never, if everybody's on one side, he don't just agree with everybody because, he feels like he has to or something like that. He stands on his own 2 feet. And he works, he puts the time in, he doesn't complain. I think he has a lot of qualities about him that make me believe if he just keeps working and keep developing, I think when I'm on my way out, y'all gonna be talking to him every game. So,
what do you think you've learned the most through your rookie season? Watching Dame and some of the vets on this team. What have you changed over the course of the season? Would you say?
Just thinking of the game. I've become much more of a smart player. Slow the game down for me a lot. I think you could tell that throughout the end of the season, when I went in the game, you can see I was much more comfortable out there, and I think that carried on throughout the postseason.
When you met with Neil and Terry, what was their general message to you about the summer or moving forward?
Just get better, learn a lot, and make sure you're just taking everything seriously, especially through summer league, because they emphasized that was going to be big for me this year.
In what ways has Dame helped you this season? In what ways has he kind of nurtured you along the way?
He's been a good mentor throughout the whole season. Even in the bad times where he's struggling, I'm always learning from him through the bad times and the good times. So I think just watching, and obviously when I go on the court, sometimes he always teaching me and telling me what to do, and that helped me out throughout the season, which kind of showed throughout the end where I was much more comfortable out there and played much better.
How much do you reflect back on the season finale when you scored 37, and what does that do for your mindset?
I think about it sometimes. I mean, especially when people comment like, "Oh, you wouldn't be here unless Anfernee scored a 37," but that's all right. So, I mean, it's a pretty fun moment, but I kind of just not harp on it too much and kind of try to get better.
What's that do for your mindset, though?
Obviously, gives me a lot of confidence, knowing that I can go out there and compete and play well at the highest level. So I think that'll be a good kickstart for this summer.